I'm joined here today by the one, the only, a man that needs no introduction, but I have to do it anyway because that's how these interviews work. It's Yancy Medeiros set to take on Damir Hadzovic May 22nd. What's going on, sir? How are you?
I'm can't complain, bro. Woke up on an island. Yeah, there's not no room to complain, man. Happy to be getting a fight finally.
I feel like there's no one that's happier to live on Hawaii than you are. Like I feel like you talk to a lot of guys that like it, but with you, I always feel like you're so grateful just to be there.
I I I definitely believe that there's always worse. Two things I always go like no matter how bad things is I always go off of I woke up warm and not hungry. Not a lot of people in this world feel that. So that's first and foremost like one of the best privileges I have, and the rest is how you make the rest of your day. So I'm living it, brother.
For sure, man. Let's talk about this fight a little bit 'cause it's on short notice, but it's not quite as dramatic as it is. Like some guys, short notice is like 2 weeks, 1 week. For you, you have a little bit of time. How did this fight kind of come together?
Um, Honestly, I was supposed to be fighting someone else, and then like just in general, and I just things didn't fall through. Like I've been trying to look for a fight since Max's card, and then things didn't fall through with matchmaking and all these other things, and then once again, like I was predicted to fight in May, and things didn't work out, and his name popped up. From what was I was being told, like I was supposed to be fighting Michael Johnson. I don't know when, but that was
Oh
a thing,
wow.
and I was like, bet, bring it. You know what I mean? But shit didn't work out. Things didn't work out, so I got him, and it's even better. It's even better because I mean, no matter who's in front of me, I just gotta get in there and do work. Like I
That
love talking, bro. It's so easy for me to talk and connect, but I let my hands do that this fight. I'm tired, bro. I'm on a 3 fight losing streak. I ain't over here to make all happy. Like I'm here to show everyone that I'm still in it. Like you ain't I've been in this company for 8 years, bro. Some guys is only in there for a couple and then they're out. Like I'm still here. I ain't going anywhere, and I'm gonna show that May 22nd.
Well, what's your mindset going into this fight? 'Cause obviously, you're a very positive guy. We mentioned it off the top, but like you mentioned, like this is a tough spot to be in. A lot of guys, they want to fight to stay in the UFC. What's your mindset as you head into this fight?
I mean the mission and the objective is the same. I just gotta show that he don't belong in there with me, right? Like these last fights, like I didn't get to show enough of me. Whether it was whatever the reasoning was, is I didn't get to show that, and I need to show that this fight. Everyone sees it at home. I see it. I feel it. And it's like when I was fighting in 170, I had a chip on my shoulder because there's like, well, you going up. Like I got a chip on my shoulder again because I'm like, I ain't even left. These guys getting here just wanting to be in UFC, and they just like, I don't know, like I ain't trying to talk smack, but some of them is just like they just want to be here. They ain't even trying to be a fighter. Like like it's just like there's juice and then there's sauce. Like juice is good and sweet, but sauce is like substance. You know what I mean? Stick, and like they ain't a lot of them out there like that. They're just, we call it in Hawaii, we call it like soft batch. It just ain't real. They're there, but it ain't. You know what I mean? The substance of it is just like when Nate's fighting, he ain't gonna be fucking around. Nate, Leon, they got. You know what I mean? They're real individuals. They ain't fronting. They might have different personalities. They promote differently, but they're real. They ain't. You can see that. They got that. A lot of these fighters ain't got that. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not putting it against them. They're great. They're athletic. They're doing what they do. But like I'm over here to show, like, fuck, I'm still the OG here, bro. I'm in here and I'm gonna do work.
So when
So
you head into a fight like this, like some guys have that mindset. You mentioned the fighting to not lose, fighting to win, fighting to be entertaining. When you go into a fight like this, obviously, it's important to win it. But like when we mention stuff like that, what's your goal as you sort of come into a fight like this?
as much as I'm a martial artist, bro, I'm getting paid to entertain. Right? No matter how good of a fighter I am, bro, if they're booing, I'm like, I ain't, bro, I'm in. Remember, like it's like Gladiator. Remember, he's in the middle and he just goes freaking crazy, and he's like, "Are you not entertained? Right? Are you not entertained? Because you guys are all crazy. You guys like see me be in here and get my face bashed in. I understand that. I understand that's what they want to see. Some of those guys go in there, go, I just want to win. I just want to win. No, I want to beat your ass. Make Take care of my responsibilities, because all these fuckers over here want to see me get my face punched in, or your face punched in. they crazy. We more crazy for being in here. But this is our job. We gotta entertain these guys, because if we don't entertain them, we ain't getting the views. Because no matter how much of a martial artist you are, athlete, if you ain't bringing the views, bro, you ain't investment to the company.
For sure, man. Who are you training with for this fight? I think I saw on Instagram, I think a week ago, you were with Nate Diaz, guys like that. I know everybody always talks about you guys and Diaz brothers. Who are some
Yeah,
guys that
yeah.
you're working with for this fight?
For me, I've been at home right now. I haven't been traveling too much. It's all this, like, I don't keep up with the whole COVID and all that stuff. I just live in my peace and my bubble, and respect other people's boundaries. But yeah, unfortunately, I wasn't able to go and connect with Nate guys this camp. I always try to collaborate, but like I said, things wasn't at home. Things wasn't getting settled, and I was trying to keep busy in camp, and it's hard to travel and then come back and then reestablish your team and get something going again. So I had a good system going down here, and then I got this fight. I was actually gonna go and help Nate. I wanted to go jump in camp with them, and just soldier up and be there however I can for him. But I have to stay home and take care of business, and I'm in camp right now for this and everything. Right now, it's just I got all the coaches and all that going on me, focusing on me, and just putting time into me for this fight.
And so I heard a story about how you and Nick Diaz became friends. I want to get your take on this. Like, apparently, when you were in Strike Force, you were set to fight a guy that Nick didn't like, and so he went up to you and basically asked you to train with him since he didn't like the guy. Is that accurate, or am I missing some
I
details in that
mean,
one?
in the simplest terms, it's pretty much I was fighting a dude that Nick grappled in previous jiu-jitsu matches. And when it comes to Nick and Nate, like, that's Gracie Jiu-Jitsu, which is real. Like, they don't do any sports jiu-jitsu and all that. And I guess apparently Nick beat him in a tournament, tapped him out, and then they did it again in another tournament in the future, and the guy won Nick by points, like holding him in positions. And like that shit ain't, like, they don't fly with that. They don't we don't grapple like that, bro. You know what I mean? We ain't grappling, or we ain't, like, even if we and Nate grapple, that school, Nick Diaz Academy, bro, nobody's over there sitting down butt scooting to you. That don't happen. It's like a real street fight. They're using jujitsu to beat your ass. Like, they ain't like, oh, come here, and I'm not against that and all that. They just don't do that. That ain't the etiquette. You know what I mean? They do real jujitsu like it's gonna happen in a street fight. They're gonna really defend themselves with that jujitsu. So it's like Nick didn't appreciate that right. So they're cheering for me during that fight. I ended up winning, and then they invited me over to come and train. Nick, Nate, and Caesar Gracie, and then from there, the rest is history. I had to earn my stripes, and prove that I wasn't no bitch. And it took it takes a couple years to establish a relationship, and there's now in like Hawaii, they're my palalas, my bradas. You know what I mean? They're close to me. I hold a very close spot for them because they're mentors of mine, and they really taught me how to be more me, more real. Not like Nick and Nate put me up on game with so much on how people act inside and outside the realm of professionalism and all this, and just made me be aware of what to do and how to represent myself. Like, what I mean, my personalities ain't nothing like theirs, but we share the same characteristics. We're loyal. You know what I mean, and it's all about being real. But if you're an asshole, be an asshole. Be real. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't praise that over here, and then around the corner, you're like, yeah, let's go fuck these bitches. And you know what I mean? You're like, bro, it's like you over here living two different lives. You're being two-faced. That's not appreciated. If you're real, you're real. You know what I mean? Like, I'm real. I'm a happy, I'm a nice guy, but I ain't no bitch. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna get punked. Like, don't punk me. You know what I mean? I'm different in fights. Like, you know what I mean? Damn, it takes a lot to fight in there. To take a fight. Sometimes you cannot, emotions is dictated differently, or energy, right? Like, we know I'm gonna get my face punched in, but I can look at you in a martial artist way, and I can be ready, and I can smile. Some guys can't do that. I understand. Nick and Nate don't do that. That's respected, right? For me, I can do it, but if you step and you break my respect boundary, I ain't no bitch. I'm gonna swing on you right then and there. That ain't no difference with me. You know what I mean? I have that respect, but you ain't gonna disrespect me. So that's just what it is, bro. And I'm very happy that I'm part. I was able to collaborate with them and be as close as I am with them, especially Nate.
There's one thing I want to ask you about. We saw on your Instagram you posted, and if you don't want to talk about this, that's cool. But you, I guess, teamed up with a hair transplant company or something like that. What kind of happened there? Like, what was kind of the story behind that?
What was that again, bro? The what?
It was something with a hair transplant company, if I'm getting
Oh,
that right.
yeah, pretty much the hair transplant reached out to me and wanted to give me a free procedure. It was like, oh yeah, I
What?
honestly thought at first it was a scam, but I was like,
Yeah.
I was going with it, and then they were like, oh, we'll fly you down, yada yada yada. I was like, oh yeah, you can bring my
Wow.
girl too. They're like, yup, I didn't pay for anything, so I basically went for the experience, and then the hair transplant was a cherry on top. I'm
Wow.
very fine with myself, but I was like, what? Free trip to Turkey? Oh, I'll get toured and all that. I'm like, hell yeah, I need to
Ah.
get out. I've been cooped up. I've been cooped up over here for a year. So it was awesome, bro. I really liked it. And the hair transplant is working. It's going back slowly. I was balding, but we getting there, bro. But like that's not something I was definitely like. I'm not like I was all bummed out on losing hair, but it's not like an insecurity or anything. That's why I
Right.
posted it too. I didn't realize like, bro, you know how much people reached out to me? I was like, man, yeah, thank you for coming out. Like, I'll go and do this now. And I was like, oh
Yeah.
damn, I didn't know it was like that. Like, it's just like people were like, bro, why you even do that? I was like, why does it even matter? Because they're like, oh, nobody cares if you're balding. And I'm like, exactly. So why does it matter what I do? Like, I didn't make it a point to. It was an opportunity that I didn't pass up. And in the end, if this hair don't go back, I was gonna go bald anyway. And I went to Turkey for a great experience, bro. I ended up seeing Moses' staff in
Yeah.
a you know what I mean? And Hagia Sophia. I'm over here like the Moses, the one separated that Moses. This is his staff. And like they're like, yes. I'm like, no way. Like I ain't even religious, but that's hella dope. When you see Moses' staff? Exactly, right? Like, it's
Yeah.
like yeah, people, and like, bro, it was an experience, and I loved it, man. I loved it.
I feel like even for them, that's kind of a sensitive subject. Like, could you like? I think like a LeBron, for example, they reached out like, "Hey, LeBron, get a hair trans." Like, some guys be like, What are you talking about, man? I'm fine." Like, I feel like even for them, like they have to do that in a certain like they have to be careful about it. Because not everybody's like a real Yancy Medeiros.
Well, I mean, in order for me to care about in order for your opinion, for me to care about your opinion, I gotta care about you first. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, that's
how am I
fair.
gonna let my life, all the things I do, my energy, and your shitty ass opinion or statement or what you feel dictate my energy, my emotions? You know what I mean, bro? You don't pay my bills. You don't pay my. You don't take care of my responsibilities. So I don't give a fuck what you got to say. If it enhances me, great. But I ain't gonna give you the power to manipulate my ass. I put too much time and too much effort. It's like you ain't gonna get rid of my joy. What the hell? Who are you? You know what I mean? That's how I think of it. I'm like, oh damn, you must have had a bad day, bro, because you ain't ruining this on me. Think what you like, bro, but that you live in that jealousy or you live in that judgment. I ain't even religious, but there's only one judge up there. If anybody gonna judge me, right? If you look at it in that way, so I don't give a fuck about people's judgment, and that's why I live the way I live because I'm like, bro, I don't pay your bills. I don't take care of your responsibilities. So how am I to judge you and your actions and what you do? Until I start doing that for you, then I can start judging you, bro, and telling you what to do and how to live your life, and and give my opinion to you. Other than that, I keep my opinions to myself and
Here
just
we go.
observe. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, everybody's so much they're good at judging, bro, but they're not really good at observing. So people are so quick to judge, bro, but so hard they can't even like, teach themselves to observe and just take it in and try and understand that. Oh, why? Instead of judging it, try and ask why. Like, oh, why they did that? Oh, why did it? And it becomes a better understanding. Somebody cut you off on the freeway. Why the hell he do that? He's probably in a rush. Maybe he was an asshole. Good thing he ain't in front of me because I beat his ass. Beat his ass if he keeps fucking around with me. Like, you know what I mean? But he's gone. It's like I always ask those types of questions. I'm like, it's always all like, oh, you mad or like you trying to get me mad. I take it as like a challenge. Like I'm not, no way, boy. Like my happiness, my boys, like my best friends, try and irritate me because they know I always try and look for a better route. You know what I mean? It's like I said, bro. I woke up fucking warm and not hungry. When's the last time you woke up warm and not hungry, bro?
Yeah, there we go. I can't argue with that.
Yeah, you know what I mean, bro? That's like that's how privileged we are, bro. Like, you know what I mean? When you like go sleep, you fucking bundle up, bro. You make sure you're well fed, bro. That's a privilege to have. Like, you know, especially in the world now. Everybody watching the news, kids dying left and right over here, bro. You know what I mean? It's like, bro, I live in Hawaii and they ain't got like, and shit's happening over here too, but it ain't nothing like what's going on in the world, bro. You know, so it's like all I gotta do is I'm fortunate I can focus on my fight and entertain all these fans that's ready to see me get in there again, and I'm gonna fucking stay happy the whole time.
Let's get back towards the fight game a little bit. I noticed that you know usually you do. It seems like you do a lot of interviews. A lot of guys reach out to you. Are you not doing as much media for this fight? Like I really haven't seen that many interviews with you leading up to this one.
Honestly, I've been having had a few guys reach out, but I just been you know what, we just procrastinate, bro, and then you was on it, and I just connected with you, so I'm
Yeah.
like, I guess when the fight gets closer, you know, I'll start talking and chatting more, but in the end, it's just like I said, bro, I love to talk. All my fights, like I love to talk and connect with everyone. Like it's cool. Like I like. It's not even about me promoting myself. It's about me just connecting. And if people want to watch that and they're intrigued by that, then that's cool. So I'm probably, you know, maybe maybe I'll get more interviews or not. But until then, May 22nd, bro, I'm just stoked, bro. It's 15 months. It's been 15 months since I fought, and it's always a yearly thing. In the last 4 years, 3 fights. You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta do work, man. I gotta get out there, and I'm excited. This fight is different, bro. I'm always ready to fight, but like I don't know, man. I can't even. I'm gonna let these talk May 22nd. You know what I mean? We can connect now, but this is gonna talk May 22nd. I'm excited to show that to myself, not the world, but to myself.
So do you think we can expect you to fight a lot more in 2021? Like get to this fight and you start rolling through them. Like
I
is that going
mean,
to be a
I
possibility?
of course, like I've always want to fight 3, 4 times a year. Just things don't work out, you know what I mean? And I'm not complaining. It's just okay. I gotta change things up if I want to be that active. So I have to reestablish what I was doing, and make a lot of adjustments with myself and my team and these injuries I've been working around and not working on. So it's all good, bro. It's like now all the adjustments has been being made. Like I kind of reference my coaching, my training and all that is skill sets kind of around like the same thing we do with Max. Then you know what I mean? Like you see Max's performance, like it's all training this way of, bro. We tested already. I know I can take punches. Yeah, I know I can take one punch. I know I can fight, but it's all about polishing that polishing that blade and knowing how to swing it better. Right? Just because I can take a punch doesn't mean you win fights like that. And I just gotta show what I show in the gym and what I do in the gym, bro. Like I, I I know I got it, bro. I just gotta show it, and I'm just like I said, I got this chip on this shoulder, but I'm excited, bro. I'm like, the kid is back, bro. The kid is back.
All right, man. One last question for you. I know you said you were going to let your fist do the talking, but I like to end my interviews on this kind of question. But how do you see yourself getting the victory May 22nd?
Bro, it's like if I have to visualize anything, I'm always visualizing a knockout. I'm always visualizing the kill. Yeah, I mean, if I'm looking for anything, it's I learned that I've learned that in that martial artist state, it's kill or be killed in there. You know what I mean? If you're not looking for a finish, what else are you looking for? I ain't trying to look to just win the fight. You know what I mean? I'm looking to kill. Like I ain't trying to just, okay, first round I won. Oh, second round I won. No, am I beating this guy's ass? No, he's beating my ass. Oh shit. Okay, let's make these adjustments, and now I take a beating and give it back or finish this dude. So it's always looking for a knockout, bro. Looking for a finish. If I can't choke your neck, I'm looking to punch your head off, bro.
There we go. I like that answer. Thank you so much for the time, man. I really appreciate it. You're always so generous. So I do truly appreciate it. And looking forward to this fight. It's going to be a great one.
Right on, Lucas. Good talking with you, brother.